MLB Major League Baseball is on the air. Ought to be a good one here between the Houston Astros and the Kansas City Royals. The two men you see there go head-to-head coming up next. Danny Duffy is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Kansas City. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
That's lifted the other way out to left. And Lau is there for the catch. There's one gone. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, fellas, there's nobody that I'm more excited to watch play than Carlos Correa. He's been the fire starter for this team. Last 10 games, how about an on-base percentage of over 400? As he goes, so goes the team. He's playing great ball and making things happen.
And that's the second out.
Batting third.
Stepping into the box, Jose Altuve. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. These Kansas City Royals entering play this afternoon, guys. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty B. Hey, D-Row, this has not been the kind of homestand that they would like to have so far. Through the first 5 games, they're 2-3, D-Row. Getting to 500 on this homestand is certainly one thing they'd like to do here today.
Yeah, they can salvage a little bit right now. They can walk out of here today with a smile on their face if they can get this back to 500 in these first 6 games.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. 2 out, nobody on. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Astros. The Royals will get their chance now in a scoreless ball game. Zach Greinke gets the assignment for the rubber match in this series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy is one of the better pitchers in the league, and one stat that jumps out, take a look at that strikeout to walk ratio. That's about as good as it gets. And look for him to dominate in this one.
Now at the plate, Alberto Mondesi. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Number 27.
The pitch. Fouled off. The windup and the 0-1.
1-1.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did
That
right there.
second.
Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Number 8.
In now, Brandon Lowe. As he will line this one into right center, and this is going to get down and should be extra bases. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. Striding into the box, Ryan O'Hearn. He's looking to extend that hitting streak, which stands at 8 games coming in. Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1. That's wide. 2-0.
That's a pretty tough spot for him to deal with in the first inning. Runner in scoring position already, and now he's got the 3-hitter salivating in a good hitter's count.
Now the 2-0.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
All even now, 2-2. One out and a runner on second base. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
You can see that this wasn't that difficult to play as it headed up the middle, but it might have taken a funny hop there. He couldn't make the play on it.
Now to the plate, Jorge Soler, and their runners at the corners now. He's ready. Here's the first offering, and it's fouled away. Ready with the 0-1. On a big swing, and he crushes this ball deep. My goodness, a long home run. A three-run shot down the line in left. Home run number 15 for him thus far. And the Royals have moved out to a 3-0 lead.
Home runs in 3 days. I'd say he's seeing the ball pretty well right now. I think it's time to start pitching around this guy.
Batting fifth.
Into the box, Michael Franco. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Greinke has a reputation as a strike thrower, although that doesn't often result in a ton of strikeouts. A typical start may find him with a low walk total and the ball in play a lot.
Matty, he's what they call today one of those pitch to contact kind of guys. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He relies a lot on his defense, and one of the keys, he's not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. With that said, he needs some defense behind him because he's not going to get a whole lot of swings and misses.
There to play it is Springer, and that's out number 2. And with that, here's a look at the hometown Royals starting lineup card. Mark, daytime baseball at home. What do we need to know about these guys?
Yeah, Matty, you take a look up and down this lineup. One thing jumps out, a lot of guys with some quality batting averages. They find themselves in the top third of the league in batting average, and that usually bodes well. As the season gets long, if you can keep your approach, usually leads to winning games.
Springer will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. But not before the Royals strike for 3 on this 3-run home run. We'll head to the top of the second. It's now 3-0 Royals. So coming to the plate, Yordan Alvarez. And he's seen his numbers on the rise here over the last 5 games or so.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
1 ball, no strikes to count. A 2-0 count to the Astros DH. Bottom part of the zone, and the slider is in there for a called strike. The 2-1 on its way.
That's ball 3.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Lifted the other way to left center. Left fielder is on the move. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Batting fifth, the center fielder, number 4.
Here's George Springer. Career numbers against Danny Duffy. He's got 3 base hits in 17 at-bats. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. Hit in the air to center field. Phillips is there for it. 2 down. Next up for the Stros, Yuli Gurriel. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. And he fouls this one off. 0-2, here it comes. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. So nothing happening this time around. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Royals 3 and the Astros nothing. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, D-Row, you better be ready to swing, particularly at that low pitch. Freddie Ferguson, low ball umpire.
Yeah, it makes it tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are susceptible to that slider in the dirt. You have to see the ball up, and this guy doesn't give you a chance.
The designated hitter.
At the plate, Hunter Dozier. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is line to left. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those two at bats.
Batting
Both
nine.
of them hit on the
The
absolute
center fielder.
screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single.
Phillips.
Go figure.
At the plate, Brett Phillips. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. He's set. Here it comes. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. From the belt, the pitch. A ball and 2 strikes. Dozier leads off first with 1 away. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Lifted down the line in left. There to pull it in is Brantley, and there are 2 gone now. Back to the top of the order now. And striding toward the plate next will be Adalberto Mondesi. First pitch coming. Here it is. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
This is the only guy in the lineup that struck out so far, and now he finds himself in the hole with 2 strikes.
Swing, and he pops him up. Bregman trying to get there, but this will land untouched. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3 and the inning is over. 1 left for Kansas City, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Back with Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the Puerto Rican sensation and former #1 overall pick Carlos Correa gets set to start the inning. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Correa has just over 100 career home runs to his credit. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Two balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. He's set, and the 2-2 pitch. So a full count now. Due next is Josh Reddick as he gets ready in the on-deck circle. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up, or he can really hurt you.
And he misses inside with that one, ball 1. Astros still have yet to tally their first hit in this one. There's a bouncer foul to the left of the plate, 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Batting 9, the catcher.
Stepping in, Garrett Stubbs. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here, 0-1. Oh, and a half swing there on a pitch out of the zone. Indeed, it's strike 2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Classic slider, down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Prior to the at-bat, a check on first, and he's back in standing. And here's the left-handed hitting Michael Brantley as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And there's the first hit of the game for Houston. And that'll put him on the board as it's now a 3-1 contest.
Great piece of hitting here. Men on first, and they're playing him to pull, but he crosses them up and goes the other way with it, making the outfielder cover a lot of extra ground. That allowed the runner to come all the way around from first to score, and that was a great piece of hitting.
In there, no balls and a strike. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call.
0-2.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
Lau's got it, and the inning is over. Astros pick up a run on the RBI double. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. It's the Royals 3 and the Astros 1.
We're back as the Royals prepare for their at-bats here in the 3rd. This lineup has been a huge bright spot for the ball club this season. And one major aspect of their offensive approach is, of course, their speed. They currently lead Major League Baseball in both stolen bases and stolen base percentage. One coach told me that tells you 2 things. We have great athletes, and they work very hard on the craft of swiping bags. He went on to explain that a lot of work goes into perfecting their technique for getting good jumps and studying the pitcher's tendencies. It's a bit of a throwback approach to offense, but these guys have bought in. Matt?
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Brandon Lowe is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike 1. Base hit into right center.
Now batting, number 66.
So now to the plate, Ryan O'Hearn, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Now the 0-1. Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. O'Hearn Playing here in his age 26 season, he was an 8th round selection during the 2014 draft.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
On to first, and they get them both.
Really good pitch from the pitcher right there. Down in the zone, hits on top of it, induces the ground ball double play.
So stepping in, Jorge Soler. He hit a big 3-run bomb in his first plate appearance.
Yeah, Matt, and going back to that last at-bat when he hit the homer, that was a fastball that was up in the zone. This guy likes the ball up in the zone, so if I'm on the mound right now, I'm thinking try to keep the ball at the knees and below. He doesn't handle that low pitch quite as well.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Waved at and missed as he took something off there. 1-1.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Third inning here. 3-1 our score. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Royals bats are quiet there as the lead remains 3-1. So up to the plate next will be Jose Altuve. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Breaking ball called just a bit low.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
The 2-2 is a swing and a high pop-up. O'Hearn is there, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The batter,
so here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Yordan Alvarez. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
2-0 now. Now here's the pitch. Ball 3.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
And that's outside. He lost him, ball 4.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch, but that one wasn't even sniffing the zone, and he let him get away.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
I know it's cliche and it's tired at times, but a well-located fastball down at the knees is still the best pitch in the game.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. There he goes. Fouled away. 1 run, just 1 hit, 1 error so far for the Astros. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And a full count to George Springer. It's 3-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Astros are down quietly. They still trail it here 3-1. Digging in now for Kansas City, Maikel Franco flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Franco.
And the pitch. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Therefore, it is Gurriel, and there's one gone.
The batter,
Ready now,
number 1.
Willie Adames.
Second
Hit it hard,
baseman,
but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
Hey, no shame in that. Your eyes light up when that heater comes above the belt. That's so tough to lay off of.
Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
It's not that easy to make a good hitter look that bad, but that's what happens when you can bring that fastball and ride it in on the inner half of the plate right there. You can get some pretty ugly swings.
And up steps Salvador Perez. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. So they go quietly here in this half inning. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the Royals 3 and the Astros 1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I discussed the Astros offense with Houston's manager. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. All the way up and down the lineup, he said he's seeing swings break down and result in soft contact. He said some of that is pitch selection, some of it is poor swing mechanics, and some of it is a lack of focus. But either way, the message down here is that they need to find ways to make adjustments in the box, guys.
The batter, number 1.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Carlos.
Here's Carlos Correa now. With 10 runs batted in on 5 hits in the series, he's a guy to keep an eye on in this one. No balls and 1 strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. So far this year against Southpaws, Correa carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And it's 1-1.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
Popped him up. Adames is there for it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Astros go down 1-2-3, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Brings in Hunter Dozier as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th.
Hunter Dozier.
Here's Greinke back to work now as he jumps ahead of the first man to greet him. It's strike 1. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2. And he popped him up back into foul territory behind first. Dives, and he hangs on for the out. Wow.
The center fielder.
So striding forward now, Brett Phillips. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Brantley is under it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
The batter.
So 2 are gone now in the Royal 5th. And striding toward the plate next will be Adalberto Mondesi. Greinke's ready. First pitch on its way. Ball one as he lays off below the zone. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. KC down in order. And it's still 3-1. Striding in for Houston, Garrett Stubbs. He'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning. Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Garrett Stubbs goes quietly leading off the 6th inning. Here's Michael Brantley as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down.
6 pitches, 2 strikeouts in the inning. Hard to beat that, and beyond that, he has to feel good about the way the curveball is coming out of his hand. That was a nasty looking pitch.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. 1-0 the count. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
2 balls, no strike.
2 balls and a strike.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. Score holds. It's 3-1. Ready for another shot now. Brandon Lowe. He'll get his side started in the inning. And Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the 1st inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away. But whatever was going for them pretty much is this.
Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Hey, guys, I think the pitcher was just trying to steal a strike right there. I do not think he expected to get ambushed on an 0-0 get-me-over breaking ball. But that's exactly what happened.
Now in the box, Ryan O'Hearn. He was a double play victim last time around.
Yeah, rolling into a 2-ball will eat at you for the rest of the game at least. So you know he wants to make up for it right here.
No balls and a strike to count. Now the 0-1. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. A pause and the 0-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0 home is a fastball that misses.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Much too quick on the trigger there. It's 2-1.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
2-2 to Jorge Soler. The 2-2. Fouled off. And this pitch is swung on and missed, and the AL's leading hitter is set down on strikes. 2 away. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
At the plate, Michael Franco, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Brantley's after it. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Royals leave one, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Digging in once again, Jose Altuve. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Slapped hard the opposite way. Soler is there, 1 away.
The batter.
At the plate now is the designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0. Now this is sprayed foul off to the left, and that'll even the count at 1-1.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Another one sent foul. Another 1-2 delivery. Weak roller right side. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The center fielder.
George Springer the next to hit. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
1-0.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Phillips is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Astros go down 1-2-3. They still trail it here 3-1. Last half of the 7th here, so striding in, Willie Adames. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. The windup and the 0-1. Hot shot to third. Bregman gloves it. And there's one down now.
The catcher,
now at the plate, Salvador Perez. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
Throw on to first is in time, and Greinke's got himself 2 outs. So digging in now, Hunter Dozier, a hit in 2 tries so far.
Dozier.
Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. Way late on the fastball for strike 1.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Hey, this guy's nasty on the mound, and to check swing and not chase that one puts himself right back in the count.
There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. Little chopper back to the mound. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Royals go down 1-2-3 as the lead remains 3-1. Tim Hill has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 54, Tim Hill.
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Number 10, Yuli Gurriel.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Nope.
And he takes ball one. Hill stands 6'2" and throws from the left side. He was taken in the very late rounds during the 2014 draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
And here's a slider. Strike three called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. So his day is fully over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the Kansas City starter. It was a really nice day on the mound for him.
A brilliant performance, Matty V. As a manager and a pitching coach, all you can ask for is your pitches to be rock solid, and he was in this one, only allowing one hit.
Called strike 0-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
So here's Josh Reddick as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
One pitch away from wrapping up a very good innings work out of the bullpen here.
Reddick behind a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2.
That's ball 2.
That was a nasty sweeping slider right there. If he was able to just catch the bat.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 1-2-3 go the Astros. And it remains a 3-1 ball game. Chris Davinsky is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 47, Chris Davinsky.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. Brett Phillips will bat next. 0 for 2
for
from
the
him so
Royals,
far in this one.
the center fielder, Brett Phillips.
Now here it comes. Line towards center field. And that's a base hit, so a chance for some important insurance here to kick off the bottom of the 8th.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And striding toward the plate next will be Adalberto Mondesi. Has a look, now the pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. Lifted the other way out to left center. After it is Brantley. He's not going to have a play on it, and this might bring home the runner from first. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at bat right there, or probably his last at bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never, and I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking this very well could be my last AB of this game. So if I'm going to keep this streak alive, going to have to do it right now.
3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now. And there's a base hit on the line. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
To the plate now, Ryan O'Hearn. Now both runners are breaking. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Springer is in retreat as he pulls it in for the first out. And the runner not tagging will retreat to second base.
The right fielder, number 12.
So it's a tight spot here.
Jorge.
First and second, one man out, and that'll bring up Jorge Soler to hit next. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
There are a couple of points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
The 1-0 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike one.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With two guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
And prior to the 2-2, he'll step out of the box and ask for time. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
And this is going to wind up as extra bases, as that'll play one for sure and maybe a second. And this throw gets away from him. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Hey, that's what you try and do as an offense. You get a 4-run lead. They're a grand slam ahead, Dan. But you're a former closer warming up. When you see a 3-run lead and then your offense gets it to 4 and you know that save situation's gone out the window, don't tell me that didn't hurt.
Oh, it does hurt you. Oh, it does, because, Dero, the only way you're going to get into this game is it has to be a save situation. You sit and watch 8 innings of baseball, you get up to warm up in the 9th, and you're all ready to go thinking, hey, I'm going to come in and get me a 3.
Oh, look at the sliding stop. One there, on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So 2 runs on 4 hits here, no errors, and 1 man left on. 9th inning coming up. It's the Royals 5 and the Astros 1. Stepping up to the plate, Garrett Stubbs. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first down.
The left fielder.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Michael Brantley. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Weakly hit towards first. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
The third baseman.
And that'll bring up Alex Bregman. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
And it's fouled away. And now this crowd, announced at around 22,000, comes to their feet. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, in hindsight, it was the right choice to let the setup guy stay in the game and finish this thing. I wasn't so sure before, but the results sure speak for themselves.
5-1 the final total in today's game. Kansas City jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Danny Duffy earns his 5th winner of the year as he finishes 7 innings, allowing only 1 hit. Zach Greinke pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Tim Hill works 2 full innings in relief to record the save, his 13th of the year. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Kansas City Royals. 5 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base. For the Astros, 1 run on just 1 hit. 1 on base. Duffy, his record is now 5-2.